Here comes Dad with the belt. I'd do something, and he'd say, "Okay, that's it. I'm calling the Bad Brothers Club." And he'd pick up the phone and start dialing some number. I don't remember if they were coming for me or if they were going to come get him. I don't know. He did it all the time.
That's
At
amazing.
one point, I figured out there's not a Bad Brothers Club.
Yeah, nobody's going to
come get me.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's his. How many years were you like 15 or 16 when you finally figured that one out? Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the TexTenn podcast. Keith Heavlin here with my friend Clay Blair. Clay's trying to tell me all the stuff before we actually start recording.
I thought I'd rather you just hit record instead of hey, how's it going? What's up? what have you been doing?
Yeah, I can't
hit record as soon as I sit down. Let's go.
Because he's ready to go. Like he starts to tell all the good stuff right at the gate, and I'm like, whoa, hang on. I was just trying to like get something done over here. Don't like start talking. Wasn't really wanting to know how things are going. Anyway, how are things going? Like, show me your finger. Show everybody your finger, Clay.
I'm back with another wounded hand.
No, that's not how you showed it to me. That's really
I didn't
strange.
mean to do that just a minute ago.
Yeah, that's strange because you flipped me off.
Yesterday I was cutting this hamburger in half, and I had the biggest knife in the kitchen over there.
Okay.
And at the right time, a fly came whizzing by, and I reached to grab him and somehow jammed this knife into my finger. It happened.
Do you have cameras of this? Because how does that happen? You were going to grab the fly with the hand that you had the... Which hand?
I had the knife in my right hand, and somehow they just came together when I lurched for that fly. Bled like a stuck finger pig, whatever you want to call it. Gosh.
So your brain didn't go, hey, dummy.
No, I was going for that fly.
A knife. Don't swing that. Yeah. Let's just use this hand.
Yeah, no? I don't know. I asked when Kate was bandaging it up. This is the second time Kate's had to bandage one of my...
Oh, so this was a workplace injury?
Well, I asked, can I get this work comp, you think? It happened at work with a knife.
I think that they would say... I think they would probably say, if you're that dumb, you can't file that claim.
We probably don't need you working here anymore, I think.
Kate would probably fire you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's probably not file that as a workman's comp. But what in your brain would make you go, hey, swing the knife while trying to catch fly?
I don't know. That fly was approaching my hamburger that I hadn't even bit into. So you didn't think
maybe we could just shoo it away? We had to actually try to...
Well, I just wish I hadn't had a knife in my right hand. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Were you maybe trying to clap and like kill it like that?
No,
maybe that's what we were trying to do?
No, I was trying to grab him with my left hand.
And did you have a pair of chopsticks?
No.
If you did...
I asked Kate if she saw if there was a fly pinched inside that cut. Maybe I got him. I didn't see him after that, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that is freaking hysterical, man. I like it. So, okay, good. So workplace injury, check. Got that taken care of.
Got that done.
Okay. And then the other thing you started trying to talk to me about was how there's actually a person in the world that you like more than you like your nieces, which is kind of awkward because I didn't have a recording. So now they can't actually know that you said that, but that's what you said.
I said.
You said she's possibly the greatest person to ever walk on the planet.
I think she may be the greatest person to ever walk.
But she's not necessarily your favorite.
Well, she's certainly. I'm just glad that all three of them are great friends.
Okay, so
that I don't have to have this conversation with you where you're trying to throw me under the bus for things I didn't say.
Not trying to. Definitely not trying to. I'm definitely doing it. But okay, so who's this person?
Right, you asked me if there was a pool party last weekend
that I didn't get invited to.
There wasn't.
Jeff.
There wasn't a pool party this weekend because Jeff and Julie were in San Antonio moving Jessica. And I said,
Okay.
I've never even talked about Jess on this thing.
I didn't know Jessica
And then
existed.
said Jess is I'm pretty sure of it. Well, I mean, there's Scott King, and then there's Jessica Lampkin.
Okay, sure. Okay. So which one's one? Which one's two?
I'd take Jess all day. Scott King is fantastic, but Jessica
Scum of the
Lampkin
earth is what he's saying, Scott.
yeah.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Jessica Lampkin is probably the best person on this earth, I think.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, does she listen to this podcast or?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Well,
So,
I mean, the rest of her family doesn't listen to it.
sure. So why would she? Yeah, that's
sure
a good
she
point.
does.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So you should probably just stick, since she's not listening, you should probably just stick with your nieces are the best people and your favorite people instead of
They're in
lying
Florida
to me.
right now, of course. They're in Florida.
That you've never been to.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. But going
I
soon.
did register for that bad boy meeting, though.
That's good. That's good.
I'm going.
There you go. So how is our friend Jeff and his family?
Currently driving Justin's truck out to Arizona. Left this morning and taking him his truck. He's going to be out there for a few months, maybe to November, something like that.
Okay. So I feel like we should get some sort of like insider scoop on that on a regular basis, like what's going on. Like where are we at? Are we starting at single A, double A, triple A, straight up? Like what,
right
what's
now,
going on?
what I think I understand is he threw a lot this college season,
Mhm.
and they're just
Chilling.
take it easy. Let's learn
Yeah.
to be a Royal. It's how we do things. We're going to work you out. We're going to watch things and but give you a break. They wanted to give him a break for a few months.
That makes sense. So who's a partial owner of the Royals, right?
No.
Your boy from your alma mater that you don't care about.
I have no clue who you're
Patty
talking
Mahomes?
about. Oh, okay. He's part owner of the Royals?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
I have to say that guy annoys me.
really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, and then his brother is, gosh.
Oh yeah, his brother's something.
His brother is the worst.
He became a minority owner in July 2020. How do you not like? He's your most famous.
I could care less.
He's your most famous alumnus.
Even NFL, I could care less about.
So you don't
I don't care.
You don't like Texas Tech at all.
I have nothing against Texas Tech. I just don't have any interest in.
I'm gonna have to tell Kelsey Chopless, who you know, that you don't care about Texas Tech, and she's going to be quite upset with you. So
I didn't say I don't care.
You don't care about Pat
I mean, I
Mahomes.
just
like, come on, man, you don't care.
Seriously don't care.
That would
about
be like
dude.
me saying I don't care about Peyton Manning. Like people would fall over dead in Knoxville if I said that. Like just random people would just fall over dead. Like every time somebody says they don't like Peyton Manning, the angel loses their wings. Did you know that?
I love Peyton Manning.
See, and angels just gain their wings back because you said that. So
yeah,
but you hate Patty Mahomes. It's interesting.
I don't hate the guy. I just I could care less.
His brother is
care less about him or anything.
Yeah, like I remember when his brother was doing all that weird stuff on the sidelines, and like they basically had to say like, "Hey, please don't come to the games. Please don't."
Yeah, his brother should be in jail for what he did to that woman in that restaurant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, so
I wish I didn't know all this stuff.
Sure.
But when you say those names,
yeah,
cringe.
Well, so
do not like those people.
So what I was getting at when I said this was, I wonder if at some point when he makes it to the Royals, if he'll end up getting to meet Patty Mahomes. Just wonder.
He probably doesn't care.
I mean, it'd still be cool though. I mean, he like whether you like him or not, he's still one of the best quarterbacks. I mean, because I don't particularly care for him.
I'll give him that.
He wins all the time, and I don't like that.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, because the Dolphins are terrible. So I wish that he wouldn't be so good. But yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty cool to get to meet him. I mean, I'd even be okay with meeting Tom Brady, even though I've hated him for like 20-something years. You know, But
why would you hate Tom Brady?
Because he played for the Patriots and beat the Dolphins like 432 times out of 200 tries. Like, they beat us twice sometimes.
At some
they beat us
point,
so
I
bad
think you
counted
just
twice.
got to start rooting for him.
No, because also, like, it was him and Peyton Manning, and it's like, hey, you know, I can't root for him and Peyton Manning and against the Dolphins.
That was really the last time that I watched in the NFL was especially those two. When those two were playing, I loved watching them two.
Yeah.
And then when Tom retired, I was pretty well done with it.
But then he came back.
And then he came back and won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, jerk. Yeah,
and
he's
then he
pretty
retired
good.
again, and then I was done.
Okay, now you're done. Gotcha. Yeah, the Dolphins. We'll see how it goes this year. Don't have my hopes super high because it's just easier to just aim low when it comes to the Dolphins. Makes life a little bit
Maybe
easier.
Quinn Ewers is going to be your new quarterback.
Hey, you saw that he's doing really well, right?
That's what I've seen a couple of headlines that have said that. I hope that's right.
It's unfortunate as a anti-Texas fan, but it's like one of those like, ooh, you got to kind of cheer for him because now he's on our team.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Dalton Knecht from Tennessee went to the Lakers. It's like, ooh, I hate the Lakers, but I really like Dalton Knecht. Like, that's tough. Like, I can't really cheer for the Lakers, but I can cheer for him. It just makes it awkward. Sports just makes it awkward. But yeah, so, okay, well, I'm expecting you to give us updates on a regular basis about the MLB career of Justin Lampkin then.
Okay.
And then, I mean, I guess you can give us career updates on Jessica
I'll give you
Jeff
on Jessica,
as well.
too. Jessica's in law school at St. Mary's.
Wow. There you go.
This will be her second year.
That is, wow. There you go. So she's the nicest person and intelligent.
And intelligent. And that's going to be a lawyer, too.
There you go. There you go. Everybody needs a lawyer in the family. That's the way I feel. Just in case. You never know, right? Like, you probably need multiple lawyers. Like, so you can sue yourself when you cut yourself with a knife trying to kill a fly.
Right.
You never know. Never know. Yeah, I need one of my kids to become an attorney, but I don't really want them to have to go to school for that long because, gosh, that's got to be a lot. It's just going to be a lot. But anyway, so I want to declare that the Tennessee Volunteers in the Flower Bluff Rec League Boys Division, 12U Boys Division, won their first basketball game last Sunday. And yeah, we did it in such wonderful fashion that we upset many parents and the coach of the other team because Annabelle, as the smallest player on the team and being outweighed by probably 30 or 40 pounds by the next closest person. I don't know. They have one little boy who's pretty small. But yeah, Annabelle was too aggressive, apparently. She was hurting the boys. So there were some complaints that she was too rough on the boys.
So they kicked her off the team?
No.
Is that what you said?
No. I mean, the parents on the other team were just complaining that she was being too rough. I'm like, she's like a 65-pound-year-old little girl. Like, what's the problem here?
I don't know that I'd worry about that.
I'm not. Like,
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, one of the moms was yelling.
Toughen up, boys.
Yeah, and then Graham's playing up. He's 10 playing against these 11, 12, 13-year-olds. And he hit the ball and it hit one of the kids in the face. And the parent got upset, which is cool. That's fine. Like, I don't want my kid to get in the face either. But it is still basketball. And if you play basketball for a long time and don't get hit in the face with the basketball,
you're going to get hit in the face.
Yeah, you're probably not actually playing basketball. It's going to happen. Just like I can remember going up for rebounds and missing it and just getting hit in the face. So it's going to happen. So yeah, but it was good. I mean, we played well enough that we pissed off everybody, it felt like, in the gym that was for the other team. So
that's what you're there for.
Yeah, I'll take that as a win. Yeah, but the fact that they said my daughter was too rough, that's a big win for me. Like, I'm taking against all these boys. Like, what do you?
I
like,
hope
seriously?
those parents, when they got home, they went, "Did we really just?"
Yeah, did that just happen?
Gosh, did we just complain about the little girl being too rough on our son?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to take that one back in public. We can complain about it in the car on the way home, but probably shouldn't be screaming that out in public.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't for sure. So I will say she did throw an elbow one time. A little boy like wrapped his arms all the way around her and like was trying to give her a hug. So she like took one pivot step to try to get away, and he came with her. It's like he was kind of laying on her. So she went back with the elbow to try to hit him in the head. It glanced off the shoulder, though. So she didn't hit his head. And the ref called a foul. And the the other coach was losing his mind because the elbow throw, and I said, "Hey, good foul, good foul." I told her, "Hey, that was great. Like, if he fouls you like that again, swing the elbow again. Like, he'll not, like, eventually he'll stop doing it. He's not gonna hold you if you swing an elbow at his head every time." But yeah, I was like, dang, like, call the foul on the fact that he's like hugging her. Like, no,
Yeah.
okay. But I always tell my daughter, Graham will get a foul every once in a while. Annabelle will, I tell her, you get 5, so you can use all 5, but they take you out of the game at the 5th one. So we gotta calm down.
After you get that 5th one.
Yeah, after that 5th one, you're coming out. So like, let's slow down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's been known to get 2 fouls, like boom, boom, like 3 minutes into the game before. I'm like, hey, it's a little too fast. We need to dial that back.
Is that because she always has
aggressive.
the ball?
Well, so she's always the best defender on the team. She's an aggressive defender, but also she's the point guard, right? So like, if somebody ever does steal the ball from her, she's taking it right back. Okay. With or without a foul, she's going to take that back. So she just doesn't care.
Okay, good.
But like, I try to explain to my son, which he's finally starting to play really good defense. If you're not getting a foul or 2 called the game, you're not playing aggressive enough defense. You're just not. Like, there's a reason why they don't just give you 1 foul in basketball, because the expectation is that you are going to get too close, you're going to be a little too aggressive, and you will foul somebody. So, you should be getting a couple fouls a game. Annabelle, you should try to not foul out of the game every time. I mean, she's fouled out once or twice, but so far this year, we just got up to 4. So we have to make sure we don't go over again.
How was the baseball camp? The coach rack, Savannah Banana.
I thought we talked about that last week. Did we not talk about that last week?
You were going last week.
No, last week I was back. Right?
We hadn't talked about it.
No, I'm losing my mind. It was fantastic.
Was?
Fantastic.
Good. That's what you want to hear.
You
don't want to hear it was terrible.
I mean, so I fully expected Coach Rack to just kind of like show up to do the meet and greet, because he had to pay a little bit extra to do the meet and greet with him. So I fully expected him just to show up, do the meet and greet, and leave again. He was welcoming the players on the microphone when they came in. I was like,
cool.
Dang. And it was just really cool. I mean, it's really cool. They gave them, like, Under Armour donated a bunch of stuff. So they all had jerseys, hats, backpacks, like all sorts of cool stuff. They were really smart. They put their name on the top of their hat right here with just a sticker, so that the coach can look down and say, "Hey, Graham," and he knows who he's talking to. I was like, "Hey, that's really smart." Mm-hmm. So there were probably 6 or 7 Savannah Banana, and who is it that Savannah Banana played against? The Wild, not the Wild, whatever one of the other teams was. There were like 6 or 7 players. They were all fantastic, all great human beings from the surface level, at least. Heck, Coach Rack got up at one point, was doing a Q&A with the parents. He did Q&As both days with the parents, basically preaching the gospel. At one point, I was like, there you go. Like, that's incredible. But yeah, I mean, just super good, super fun, way more fun than he normally would have, and actually learn stuff. So a lot of times these camps, there's so many kids, if you're doing something wrong, they just, whatever, kid. But this one, they would stop and say, okay, no, this is how you have to do it. So my son came home. On the way home, he was telling me about all the stuff he learned, and half of it was stuff that I've been telling him for the last 5 years, and he refuses to do. But now, because Coach Rack
now he wants to do it. But
Dad, I will give him
I should have been doing this the whole time.
Exactly. But I will give him credit. He did admit, he goes, I know you've been telling me this the whole time. Like, I know you've been telling me this, and I'm sorry I didn't listen. But yeah, no, like, because all these guys made it to at least college, and multiple people went, to actual play for MLB teams, not necessarily on the MLB level. But and then you got the Savannah Banana players too. And I mean, these guys they know how to teach kids, right? Because it's different teaching a kid than it is teaching an adult.
Yeah, sure.
And they know how to make it fun. Heck, they played dodgeball for one of the stations. They had like little wiffle balls playing dodgeball. Mm. But yeah, it was really cool. It was a lot of fun for him. It was like sitting in an oven, just baking slowly.
I was going to ask, that's what you said you were going to do, sit in the stands and bake. Is that what happened?
I mean, at least I got to take my own little rocking chair thingy, like fold out rocking chair thing, and bake in that. Like there was some shade there, but like be able to actually watch him everywhere, you had to kind of move your chair, and sometimes there wasn't shade. But my God, like it wasn't humid; it was only 40% humidity. So for us, that's fairly low. But also no wind in like 108-degree heat index. I was like, good gosh, like my insides are just like baking.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it was worth it. I would go back in a heartbeat. He wants to go back next year, and it was cheap. It was $120. Like he got more than 120. Yes, you know, all the donated stuff that he got that was given to him was worth more than $120. It was nuts.
Holy cow!
Yeah, like I just happened to stumble upon, like, because I follow him on Instagram. I happened to stumble upon a post that he had just made like 15 minutes before promoting this camp and signed up for it, because they have to sell out the first day because there's only, you know, they only let like 500 kids come or something like that per age group, because there's older kids and younger kids. And I mean, it was the best value camp I've ever taken a kid to.
Sounds like it.
It was fantastic.
It's pretty cheap.
So, yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, had a good time. He had a really good time, learned a lot. So yeah, he's watching Savannah Bananas now on TV, so because he understands the rules now.
This was strange. I wouldn't have thought that this would happen on CNN. One of the CNN shows.
Coach Rock fell on his face.
Was that him?
Yes,
it was.
So I saw it and I was like, oh, like somebody's taken AI to make it look like he's fallen down. And then I literally saw it and just went right by it. I was like, who cares, whatever. And then I came back to it because he posted and had this huge lip. So he split his lip, had to get stitches, and it split his chin. But he had just flown in from the camp to New York, got in at like 2 a.m., went to this thing, and he explained, he's like, I did a backflip. He goes, I've done tens of thousands of backflips in my life. Like, this is routine. I don't ever fall. He goes, the only thing I could think was the lights were so bright, and when I flipped over, I couldn't find the ground and thought I had it and just laid it on my face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I didn't know that was him. I thought that was some scrub that they taught how to do a backflip yesterday.
Nope, that was him.
Oh no.
It's
That's terrible.
He's got stitches right here.
But he owned it, huh?
Right there. Oh, he owned it hardcore. And because he posted it, he was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. So embarrassing.
And that was after the camp?
It was right after camp. He flew from Houston to New York.
From Houston to fall on his face.
To fall on his face. Yeah.
Dad,
so then I saw him.
I didn't know that was
I saw him post, I guess it was yesterday, day before, doing a backflip in the outfield to catch one. He goes, I didn't fall that time.
Still do it.
He points to the camera because I didn't fall that time. How embarrassing on national TV. And did you see the faces of the anchors? They're like, oh my God. Yeah, it was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah. So he fell on his face. 100%. Yeah, I was totally convinced it was AI or something. And then like he came out and posted, I was like, oh gosh, that's awkward. Slightly awkward. So yeah. So no, Graham's all in on Savannah Bananas now though. Like he understands the rules. I understand the rules. Because you score runs, but then there's points. So you can win the inning. You can score like 10 runs, we score 0, and you win the inning. But then the next inning, I could score 1 run, you score 0, and I win that inning, and we're tied 1-1. So basically,
that makes a point,
right?
Whoever wins the inning wins the point,
right? And it's basically to keep blowouts from happening. So that way, it always comes down to the last inning to make it so it's competitive. But at the last inning, each run counts for a point, so you can always come back. So even if I'm down 5 runs to or 5 points to 1, if I scored 5 runs in the end and you scored 0, I win because it was 6-5, which makes it so it's always competitive. There's never a blowout.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I thought a point was if you did a backflip and caught the ball with your sock or whatever.
No, see, I didn't know it either. But we watched, Doug Flutie. You remember Doug Flutie?
Oh yeah.
He was supposed to do the pitch, opening, throw out the first pitch, and he ended up. But he was doing it to a batter, and he threw a terrible pitch. It was awful. So then he convinced them to let him pitch for the entire batter and got the guy to do a pop fly out.
Really?
Yes. They let it, I was like, this is what, like, that's really cool.
That's what baseball should be.
It's just fun, but also
change it up a little bit.
They only have 2 hours to play the entire game. So like it's super fast. Like there's no pitcher walking around. Even the 20-second clock, it's just an instant go, 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 go. Because the batter's not allowed to get out of the box. Like they can't take time and get out of the box or anything. It's just constant action. And then, the fans can catch a fly ball. Heck, fans could catch a fly ball in the game, right? Last out of the game could be caught by a fan. So even if it's a home run ball, it's an out, right? So it's just, I don't know. They're doing something. They're very, very like fan first is what they call it.
Sure.
And I want to take them to go watch one of these games, but it's so hard to get tickets. Apparently, like you have to get a wait list forever.
Selling out football stadiums, it's amazing.
Yeah, when you're selling out 85,000 seat football stadiums, it makes it tough. But so he's all in on the Savannah Bananas now. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so that's my sports, man. Sports are about to crank back up for me. Like Annabelle's doing basketball tournament this weekend, plus her normal basketball game. She's got a soccer tournament next weekend, soccer tournament the weekend after that. Graham's about to start fall ball. It's about to get absolutely just nuts here for the Heflin household. Back to sports, man. Back to sports. They're starting school soon, thankfully.
I think most the schools. When do the high school football teams when does their fall work? Do they do 2-a-days anymore?
Probably no. Surely not, right?
I mean, I think school starts like next week.
School starts the 13th for Flower Bluff. But yeah,
maybe that's the same for Cal Allen. I guess they'll do.
Is Cal Allen its own school district, or are they part of CCISD?
No, our own school district.
Okay. Yeah.
In fact, we're supposed to get mad when the news or whoever says Corpus Christi, Cal Allen. We're not.
Oh, we're supposed to get mad?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
it's
get
supposed
mad?
to be an insult, I think. I used to. I don't really care anymore.
Okay.
I don't think I ever got mad about it, but you're not. Gotcha. That's not proper.
Okay.
We're not.
Not proper. Gotcha.
No.
I was unaware. So, all right. So I have obviously not been keeping up with the news like usual. So time for what's going on in the world.
There was, let me think. There's still some, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's not looking real good for they can't do it. They can't touch Obama for this Russian collusion thing that was completely fabricated. But everybody else is not looking real good. And then they found a bunch of FBI
Russian
documents
collusion for who? Oh, when Trump allegedly.
Yeah. When Trump was colluding with the Russians and the Russians stole the Hillary election.
So
made up garbage.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Who's looking into this? Is this
Cash
Congress?
Patel and
Cash. So we have nothing better to
Tulsi.
do with our government than to go back to 2016. Like, does it really matter?
I think it does matter.
Does
I think I do. I think it shows the corruption of.
Well, but nothing's again. I'm a cynic. I guess
I hope you're
nothing's
wrong.
going to change.
I hope that nothing happens. I want this thing investigated. I want them. I want to find out.
Well, I mean, if it's something that you could go to jail for, then let's just put people in jail like we would a normal person. Because if you or I did it, we would go to jail. So just because you're in DC doesn't mean you don't get to. I guess that's my frustration with all this stuff is we investigate all this stuff and then nothing happens anyway.
And then nothing happens.
So what's the purpose of investigating if we have no intention to do anything?
I understand that.
And that's my frustration. I
understand what you're saying there. I just hope that it's different this time. It's not going to be,
because
if somehow it's going to go away, it's not a big deal.
Right. Because what would happen is if you filed your claim for cutting your own hand in your business and you tried to do your insurance fraud like you were trying to do, you would go to jail for that, right? Because it was not a big deal. Like, you didn't cut it off, so you wouldn't even get that much money, but you would end up going to jail for that. But, who knows, Hillary can have, Bill and Hillary can kill as many people as they want that say stuff bad about them, and they're still walking around
Nothing
free.
happens.
Nothing happens. Like, have you ever watched that? It was like a documentary that like this guy put together of all the people that were close to the Clintons that, and I probably shouldn't say this.
Dead.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say this and put it on YouTube. But that ended up dead. They ended up suicided, or like just fell over dead randomly.
Seems to be a pattern.
Yeah, like, I mean, gosh, I suicided myself unintentionally. My bad. It's just, that was nuts. But again, those people were walking around as if nothing happened. No big deal. No big deal at all. And did you watch that Monica Lewinsky documentary that came out? I think it was on Netflix. You should go watch that.
Maybe.
You should tell her to go watch that.
I think maybe.
That dude, I mean, again, you're the president of the United States and get away with it, whatever you want. Heck, you don't even have to be the president. You just have to be somebody who is you have somebody in power that's you're important to them. You can get away with whatever you want. No big deal. And that's just dumb. Right? Like, just go to jail. If you do something illegal, go to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Just go.
That's what they're trying to not do, I think.
Yeah. So it's just that's what's always frustrating to me about all that stuff is we waste so much time and so much money to go, see, told you, and then nothing happens.
And then nothing happens. Yeah.
So that's my frustration. Did you hear about this is terrible. Did you hear about the guy that set himself on fire in Flower Bluff at the gas station?
I saw a picture of Inferno. I didn't know. Yeah. Did he do it on?
Allegedly, again, I'm just going with like Graham, Annabelle, Deanna, and her their cousins were coming back from somewhere, Hurricane Alley, and saw the fire like it was an inferno. Allegedly, guy said he was going to kill himself, doused himself in gasoline, and lit himself on fire. With the car that he had just gotten out of was sitting right next to him. His wife, 2 or 3 kids inside, and the family dog. They all got out before it caught on, before it fully engulfed, so they were fine. But he survived.
I bet he wishes he hadn't.
That's exactly what I said. So he's in San Antonio, 90% burns. They say, oh, he has to go to jail after this. I was like, that dude's going to be in the hospital if he survives. Because he could still die. If he survives, he'll be in the hospital for a year or more. Like, to regrow that much skin, like, oh God, that's going to be terrible.
Gosh.
But
like I said, I saw a picture of a gas station on fire and thought, wonder what happened there. Then I went on to the next thing, and
it just makes you wonder, like,
story.
What was going? Like, is it drugs, or was it mental health, or is it just like a guy that reached the end of his rope and like I don't know what else to do? And I mean, it's just terrible. Like, and your kids had to watch that. Your wife had to watch that. I mean, they're scarred for life.
The dog saw it.
The dog saw it. I don't know if the dog cared. But I mean, can you imagine like watching your dad do that and then having to live with that for the rest of your life, and he survived?
Gosh, it's terrible.
So all I can do is pray for that family, pray for that guy. I mean, that is terrible. Like, what could possibly be so bad in life? And I mean, it happens, right? Like, especially like I don't know how, but I've been seeing all these men's mental health things about like just the sheer number of men that commit suicide compared to women, and they just because they suffer in silence and don't ever talk about what they're dealing with, what they're hurting. And it just made me think about that guy. Like, man, I wonder if he may even knew something was wrong. Like, golly, set yourself on fire in front of your family. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
It's kind of a downer.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of brought the whole podcast down. That's my news though. Like, because again, like my kids were like, "What happened? Did a car explode?" And then somehow they found out that a guy set himself on fire, which I didn't really want to have that conversation with. And they said, "Did he die?" What's that?
Did the whole gas station burn down?
I don't know. I haven't.
I mean, what I saw was an inferno looked big. It looked like a big fire. I'm sure it was.
I don't even know which gas station it was. I don't know. I have to go to Flower Bluff today, so I'm sure I'll see it. But yeah, I mean, the kids asked if he died. I was like, I assume so. And then I found out a couple hours later he hadn't. I was like, God, that's when I said, I was like, man, I bet he wishes he did. Like, that's terrible.
Really
terrible. So anyway, sorry for bringing down the whole podcast mood there, folks. But seriously, like, if nothing else, let this be a PSA that, like, men's mental health, like check on your man, check on your dad, check on your husband, check on your son. Like,
everybody okay?
Everybody okay? If you're not okay, you just text me. Get my phone number and text me. Call me.
Yeah.
I'm happy to talk to anybody because, gosh,
sure.
that's terrible, man. Just absolutely
get you in
terrible.
touch with Scott King.
There you go. Get you in touch with Scott King. Now I want to meet Scott.
Okay.
Like you have to tell me when he's out there. Okay. I need to come out there and see you guys. I wanted to do this podcast in person, but then you blew me off. I thought it'd be fun.
I don't know how we're going to do that.
I can totally do it. I can do anything. As long as your stupid little machine there will work. For those of you who don't know, every time I tried to record with Clay, it takes like 2 or 3 tries because he has this little machine that sits next to him. So
that you told me to buy.
Because you wanted Kate to be able to sit in there and hold your hand with you. True. And now she doesn't even sit in there. You can bypass the whole machine, but you refuse because you want to be able to hear yourself in your own headphones. Golly.
True.
But anyway, yes, we could totally do it. We could do that, but it takes 2 or 3 times for Clay's machine to work correctly. So we have to try and try and try. And then I ended up not showing up, and it's all good.
You ghosted me yesterday.
Straight up ghosted you. Like, but the thing is, you didn't even text me. You didn't even text me like, "Hey, jackass!" Like you show up.
Then I sat here for a little while and kept it on, and then I had things happening out here. So
I mean, when
I
you
would just
sent
poke
that
my head
text
back
last
in
night,
and see if you were sitting there.
No, when you sent that text last night, I felt about that big. We took
good.
So right now there's an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old here, 3 cousins plus my 2. We took them to Brewster Street, South Side, so they could listen to some live music and hang out. But yeah, like you said that text while I was standing in the line at Brewster's.
3 o'clock when we were supposed to.
No. Last night when I was standing in line at Brewster's, when I got that text, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm the complete loser. So this is my public apology to you. So I apologize. Please forgive me for ghosting you. Like, geez, what a jerk. Absolute jerk.
Mom wants to know why the heck you're not going to casino night.
I don't even know when casino night is. That's pretty bad.
Saturday, evidently.
Yeah.
She asked me to ask you that last night.
I have no idea why I'm not going. Like, I've never not gone. So it's very strange. Like,
what is it? Sports fundraiser, the college fundraiser? What is it?
Yeah, it's the main fundraiser for the athletic department. Yeah, because the way Texas A&M works, the mothership, Texas A&M itself, doesn't give any money out to the feeder schools. So like A&M Kingsville, A&M Corpus Christi, whatever. But at Texas, so if you're Texas school, so like UTSA, for example, they share the wealth. So it's much easier for sports programs that are under the Texas umbrella. And Adrian, if you are watching this and I'm saying this wrong, sorry. This is how it's explained to me. Adrian is the AD over there. And Kelly, I can't imagine Kelly will be watching this, the president of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. But also, if I'm saying this incorrectly, I apologize. But yeah, that's my understanding, is that they just don't spread the love like Texas schools do. And that's really frustrating as a fan. Like, I mean, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, Texas A&M, who is the jackass football coach that they fired and paid like $80 million to go home?
Yeah, what's his name? I don't remember.
I can't remember his name. Whoever, he was terrible. But yeah, think about what $80 million would do for your feeder schools, like, or just give them, I don't know, like $2 million would go a really long way for Texas A&M Corpus Christi. So
sure.
Yeah, that's a frustration on my part. Can't speak for the school, but yeah, it's their big fundraiser. It's a lot of fun. So you should go. Why don't you ever go with your parents anywhere? Like, you should totally do it, man. It's fun.
I work with my parents. I'm with my parents every day.
So you can't have fun with your parents?
We have fun here.
So you can't have fun not in Cal Allen or Robstown?
We have fun. We have enough fun right here.
That's what it is. So you're like my father-in-law who refuses to go off the island. You refuse to come into town.
Oh, I come into town all the time. I just don't come to town with my parents.
You're afraid they're going to be embarrassed of you? Is that the problem?
Sure. You bet. Sure.
Golly. You really should go. Yeah, so do me a favor. At least come to a basketball game this year. Can we agree on that? Graham will sit there and talk your ear off about every stat there is for every player. At least do it for Graham. Maybe.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I'll do it for Graham.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him, and he will hold you to that, because if you don't, he will never let you live that down. He's like a freaking elephant. I'm pretty sure he can remember when he was in Deanna's stomach. That kid doesn't forget anything. It's nuts. Like, he'll remember stuff from when he was like 2 or 3 years old. I'm like, how can you remember that? Like, that's not possible. I don't think I remember anything before I was like 4. I don't think that was a thing.
I have images like of the first house that we lived in Pearland before we moved here. I have just vague images of maybe the hallway and where the couch was.
Sure.
But that's really it. Now, I think we moved here when I was 3.
Golly. Yeah, I definitely don't remember anything before I was 4. Like, there's no way. Like, all my early memories are either getting hurt, getting in trouble, or hunting or fishing. Like, those are all, like, that's all that's made up. So, like,
sure.
I remember when I was 4, and my sister definitely doesn't watch this podcast, but my mom does. She'll remember this one. Dad's going to work, I assume. He's not there. Mom leaves the kitchen area of this little house that we live in up in Indiana. And my sister keeps kicking me under the table. My sister's 2.5 years older than me, Kirsty. She keeps kicking me. And I tell her, like, hey, if you do that again, we were eating pancakes, a little bit of syrup on the fork. I tell her, you do that again, I'm going to throw this fork at you. Needless to say, she did it again. She tried to call my bluff. Threw the fork. Bad boy stuck in her cheek and went and just hung there. And I was like, 1, that's pretty cool. 2, that is going to be very unfortunate when my father gets home later this evening. Yeah. And it was very unfortunate. I got in trouble with both my mother and my father. She started screaming like a crazy person, like it hurt or something. I don't know. I mean, it probably didn't feel great, but I mean, there wasn't a lot of blood. Let's just say that. There's 4 very small holes with very small amount of blood.
Dad, she's fine.
Yeah, like she over-exaggerated, but frankly, she asked for it. I said, if
you do it again, gave her an ultimatum.
And she did it, so she deserved it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Having an older brother, tormentor.
Yeah,
I'm kind of with you on that. Like, I remember maybe the last time Dad was quick to pull the belt. Do you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you still remember the sound?
Oh, absolutely. It's like, oh, that's a
30
problem.
yards away and hear the belt coming out of the belt loops.
It's like slow motion. You're like, oh no, here it is.
I don't remember if it was the last time that I got belted, but I remember I was riding a bicycle and I tried to do a wheelie and something went wrong and I hit the concrete and I hear my brother and his friend laughing and there was a little chunk of wood right there. I just picked it up and winged it. Well, Trace made a whole thing of it. And
why, Trace? Why are you gonna be a punk, man?
Here comes Dad with the belt.
I mean, let's be clear. Trace, he deserved that.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, if Trace, if you watch this and you disagree with us, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, we can't agree with you. Sorry, you're wrong.
I was mad, and that was my go-to, was to throw something. I threw a.
Did you throw a shoe?
I threw a steel-toed rubber boot at his windshield one time.
Ooh. Okay.
And it didn't hurt it. Luckily the steel toe didn't hit. I think the heel hit. But he made a whole thing of it again. Dad, he threw a steel-toed rubber boot at my truck windshield. It could have smashed and killed me.
Like, the key is rubber, okay? It's a rubber boot. Like, relax.
Gosh. Make a whole thing of it again. Like, he used to call it... He would, if whatever, I'd do something and he'd say, okay, that's it. I'm calling the Bad Brothers Club. And he'd pick up the phone and start dialing some number. I don't remember if they were coming for me or if they were going to come get him. I don't know. He did it all the time.
That's
at
amazing.
one point I figured out there's not a Bad Brothers Club.
Yeah, nobody's going to
come get me.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's his. How many years were you like 15 or 16 when you finally figured that one out? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
When I
That is
graduated
incredible.
high school, and
And then I realized
was-
when I was at Texas
yeah,
Tech, my roommate
there
told me
wasn't.
there's no Bad
Well,
Brothers
and
Club.
Trace was at Texas Tech. Well, I was there. He was in law school there my first 2 years. It was fun.
He's a lawyer.
That's when we, yeah, that's when
I-
we became. That's when we became friends. Is we had to both move to Lubbock so
become
we could
friends.
become friends.
Sure.
Mhm.
Same thing that happened with Christy and me. Like we lived together in college and we became friends because we like it was rough sometimes at home. How much older is he?
6.
Oh, so he's a lot older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, 6 is a lot.
I mean, compared to like my kids at 13 months, yes, it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Like, I can't imagine starting over at like 6 years later. That would have been terrible. After the first 2, that would have been rough for me. Yeah. So Christy, I will never forget one other time. We were downstairs in the basement in Indiana. It's already been 4 or 5. And we were playing this like little football game that I guess my mom had made. And it was like you took a straw and you were blowing a cotton ball back and forth and trying to like score. And of course, I was more competitive. Can't help it. It's just who I am. But I'm also better at everything than my sister. It's not my fault. Can't help it. I'm just better, even when I was younger. And I was winning. So she would pick it up and move it. But she was, she's 2.5 years older. She was bigger than me. And there wasn't a whole lot I could do. Like she could physically control me. So she kept picking it up right as I was about to score and she'd move it back in the middle. I'm like, stop. If you do that again, I'm gonna hit you. So again,
go get the fork.
I'm gonna go find that fork. No, I used what was handy. My hands were handy. Like the straw wasn't going to do enough damage. So she does it again, and I haul off and hit her right in the nose. And instantaneously, her nose starts bleeding. I'm like, oh, that sucks. That is not good. I mean, it's just like blood everywhere. I think we still had her pajamas on. She goes sprinting up the stairs, screaming like somebody punched her in the face or something. I don't know. And gosh, I got in so much trouble. I mean, I just sat down there just looking like just looking at this stupid board like game, just like that is unfortunate. Like of all the things that could have happened, why did she have to bleed? Because there's obvious proof now that I did what she's about to say that I did. I can't hide it. I can't lie about that one. I'm just gonna sit down here and wait for the yell to come upstairs. So yeah, that was not a good one. Not a good one. So yeah.
Trace left. This wasn't his fault. Well, it kind of was his fault. He took our 2 dogs to Robstown, like downtown Robstown, in the back of his truck. He took our 2 dogs, and one of them at some point jumped out of the back of his truck, and he got home and he was like, "Uh-oh." And so he went back searching and he found some guys that saw it happen. And they said, "Man, we tried to wave you down." She jumped out, and we don't know where she went after that. And so I don't know if it was that night, one of the nights, pretty quick after. I mean, I was devastated. That was my first dog. It was the first dog I had.
Sure.
And now she's roaming around in Robstown, looking for me. I was sure of it.
Sure,
I mean, I was devastated.
Absolutely.
Well, mom and dad had some friend over one of those nights, either that night or pretty quick after. And that friend said something about, I'm sure she's gone now or something. And I let loose on that person.
Are you serious?
I don't remember what I said.
Was it an adult?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was. And here comes the bell.
I was going to say, how'd Harold take that? I don't think that probably went over very well.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I remember the 2, I don't know if that was the last one or if when I threw the piece of wood at Trace and his friend, but yeah, that
came out
for
then
that one too.
That's funny. So how old would you have been?
Yeah, not very, maybe 10.
So Graham's age. Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Gosh, that's funny.
I don't know how old I was. I was young.
Harold didn't like that one.
I was young, and whoever that was that made that comment, I still hold a grudge against that person. I don't remember even who it was.
So did you find the dog?
Whoever you are, if you're out there, no.
Oh man,
No.
gosh.
Trace's girlfriend and I think for 2 days after that, drove around Robstown. I'm hanging out of her car,
Yelling.
screaming, "Jenny, come, please."
You'll have to ask your
People
mom if she remembers
Robstown.
who the person was.
Yeah, maybe.
This is your chance to publicly shame them. Next week on the TexTenn podcast, public shaming starts.
I found out who it was.
Figured out who it was. Don't worry, we can get it. We can get a text overlay and everything. We can put their address. We can do everything. Oh gosh, that's hysterical. Oh man. All right, that's all the time I've got for this week. So we're gonna have to wrap it up there, man. I appreciate it. Sorry about staying you up yesterday. Didn't mean to be a ghost there.
No sweat.
Happens.
See you next time.
We'll see you next time.